Hello and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to go around the world doing a taste test. I have 4 things from 4 different countries here, and we're going to get started with the most simplest one, the most localized one from the United States, and that is Buc-ee's Beaver Nuggets Sea Salted Caramel Flavor. Now, I've had Buc-ee's Beaver Nuggets, and if you're not familiar with what Buc-ee's is, there's Buc-ee himself, he is a beaver. Pretty much, it's a chain of gas stations that are, I don't think they're all across the country yet. We just got some down here. Pretty much, it's the biggest gas station you will ever see in your life. It has hundreds of pumps. It has food beyond food inside. You have freshly made barbecue and freshly made beef jerky, and it's being made 24/7. They've got all kinds of snacks. You can buy patio furniture and clothes. It's pretty much like the Walmart of gas stations, and the difference is everything here is good. So what is a beaver nugget? This isn't like the brown thing that comes out of the backside of the beaver. Instead, no, this is kind of like a corn puff that's covered in like a sweet, almost like a honey sugar coating. Now, the sea salted caramel version I have never had, but my last trip to a Buc-ee's, I saw this and was, okay, this sounds like a good combination based off of what they normally are. Now this is what, I dropped it, but here it is. This is what they normally look like. It's just like a puff covered in pretty much sugar. So let's see, is this better than the usual ones? It sure is. That's really good. So these taste like the regular plain flavor, but they have the salt on them. And that, oh yeah. Oh, these are dangerous. I'm glad I only got the small bag. 10 out of 10 recommend. If you have a Buc-ee's nearby, definitely get these. Now traveling from the United States to North America, we're going to go to South America, and we're going to have a drink that was made in Colombia. Now, when I first looked at this, it says it's lulo juice. And I'm like, what the heck is a lulo? Now the picture, I thought they kind of looked like a passion fruit in a way, but it isn't. A lulo is a special kind of orange that only grows in South America, apparently. And I think the other name for it in Spanish is like naranjilla, something like that. I probably butchered that. But basically it means little orange. But for being little orange and it's green, that's kind of, I've never seen an orange produce green. But it does say that it is made with 8% juice, water, sugar, lulo pulp, and then pear pulp, citric acid, so it's actually got real fruit in it. It does also have food coloring, but for the most part, this is actually what it's supposed to be. So let's see if we can get it open. There we go. It was definitely on there pretty tight. Now, it does kind of, the color is a little concerning because it's kind of thick looking as well. Wow, that's a strong, kind of like, how do I describe this? Kind of smells citrusy, but at the same time, it smells like, oh, I can't think of what that is. Something that isn't good. Like some sort of like perfume, like nasty perfume. So, I don't know. It's made by a company called Hit, which I guess they make all kinds of flavors. We also picked up a pineapple one, but pineapple's pineapple. I haven't tried that one yet either. Let's see what a lulo tastes like here. Ooh. Huh. It kind of reminds me of like an unripened kiwi. It's not bad. It doesn't taste like an orange, so the fact that it's called Little Orange, I mean, you can see a picture of the fruit on the outside of the bottle here, if I don't cover it up. It is basically like the shape of an orange, or different insides. Yeah, it's good, but different. It's definitely like a, I don't know if, I don't even know what, I'm trying to think of what this tastes like. Somewhere between like a kiwi and a cucumber. With one other thing, maybe it's just like if you ate the skin off of a kiwi, maybe that's what I'm getting, like that bitterness. It's not terrible. It's good to wash it down. I'd give that one at least a 7 out of 10. Sure, it doesn't beat these by no stretch of the imagination. So, we've gone to the Americas. We did North America. We did South America. Let's head over to Europe. I don't do a lot of stuff from Europe because normally things in Europe are just like altered versions of stuff we have here in the U.S. and North America. But there is something, there's one of two things that I've been looking to get for a long time. This is probably the safer of the two, and that is a Branston pickle. Now, from what I know of this is basically just like a relish of some sort. It's very popular in England. Ooh, I wasn't expecting that. So I've seen this on many things on YouTube, but I was watching James May's cooking show, and he always puts Branston pickle on his sandwiches. Now, I love pickles. I love pickles that most people don't normally eat. I love pickled onions. This smells like a pickled onion. It doesn't smell... It has a sweet... A little bit of a sweet, but also has a lot of a vinegar sort of taste. So we're going to try it two ways. We're going to try it one way where it's just going to be on the end of this knife, where you just put a little bit of the sauce. And then I also bought a piece of bread over here, and we're going to try it on that. So let's see what this tastes like. Whoa. Yeah, well, I like that. I wasn't expecting like such a blast of like, almost like just straight up malt vinegar with some chunk in it. There's definitely chunk in it. I guess to be fair, let's put it on a full-fledged sandwich, and we'll see what that tastes like. Let me go get some stuff. Alright, so I didn't have any ham or anything, but I do have some cheddar cheese, and we're going to put a nice slather of Branston pickle on this bread here. I don't know why slather was so hard for me to say. It's so chunky, though. I don't know if the cheese is going to sit flat on this. Let's get a good amount on here so it definitely can be tasted through the cheese, which I'm sure there will be no problem with that. Alright, and then we'll put our cheese on top of there, and then we'll kind of do a fold. So we made a little sandwich, and let's take a bite out of it. Alright, that is incredible. You gotta really like vinegar, which I do. Oh, I see how that's popular. That's good. I'm gonna enjoy this this jar of pickle. Oh yeah. So it's got chunks in it. Oop, I almost lost the knife. Let's see, what are the chunks that are in this pickle? If it even tells us here. Alright, so the jar didn't say anything about what's in it. I had to look it up here. Apparently, it's a diced up medley of vegetables, including carrots, onions, cauliflower, Swedes, which is rutabaga, zucchini, and then regular old pickle. So it's pretty much just like any kind of vegetable with a thick sauce. It says the sauce is made up of vinegar, tomato, apple, and spices. So it's a very unique blend of stuff, but I really like it. I'd give this one at least a 9 out of 10. Once again, can't beat this. Now, yes, I am doing things that have so far been very good. The drink was decent. You know, these videos aren't just for me to torture myself, even though some of the previous ones, it might have seemed that way. But this last one, we're going from Europe back to Asia, because there's so much to try from Asia. And this time, I have some roasted salmon in a bag. And, you know, it's just anything like I've had before, you know, like I've had squid jerky, I've had all that kinds of stuff. But what makes this one so different is the flavor on it. So on this bag, it says North Sea Fish Snack. Okay, that's the name of the company. Sure, why not? Roasted salmon. Okay, but when you look for the flavor, it just says Taiwan flavor. Now, whatever Taiwan flavor means, I have absolutely no idea. But we're going to open this up, and we're going to find out. Now then, the first thing is it smells exactly like fish food. Yeah, it just smells like fish flakes that you'd find for putting in a fish tank. Oh, it does pull apart here quite easily, actually. It looks like it's all shredded. Let's see what's in it. Salmon, sugar, salt, MSG, potassium sorbate. It's pretty simple. I mean, it just looks like mashed up salmon that's been put in, like you're trying to make salmon jerky out of it. But yeah, there's not much on here. It does say Taiwan flavor. It's a pretty basic bag. I got it from one of my usual Asian markets that I go to. So let's see how this one tastes. Unfortunately, after everything else, this one's just kind of plain. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it. And that's it. It's kind of like eating paper covered in sugar. It's really got not much. I mean, I found myself to be a little immune to fish flavor, so I'm sure it's got fish flavor. But other than that, it's just got a little bit of sweetness to it. I'd give this one only like a 6 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's really not that exciting either. I guess Taiwan flavor just means, it's okay. So, yeah. It's a little bit of sweet, little bit of... Not even get the salt out of it. But, yeah, it's not bad. I'll probably snack on that on the side once in a while. This ain't gonna last long. And this Branson pickle is gonna be fun. So this was I Trip Around the World, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.